YouTube was good. It's your boy J Money, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. Once again, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button. You know it's gonna be another banger, man, for sure. Look, man, got a crazy video for y'all, man. Damn. The title reads: Judge gives death sentence to TikTok famous killer Wade Wilson. TikTok famous killer. He's a who he like he was a killer. He been killing people. Like I don't know. What's this about? Second of all, let's just get into it, man. We're gonna go ahead and check it out. Let's see what's going on. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Come on, let's go.
All right, let the record reflect that State's President, Defense Counsel, and the defendant are all present. We're here for sentence.
Ain't this the dude? Y'all remember the GTA 6? The GTA 6 trailer? Ain't this the guy that was they made the one of the characters look like? And then he came out talking about, yo, they made the character after me. I want my cut. Ain't that him? Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm tripping or not.
Was there anything else that the court needed to address prior to sentencing?
No, guys.
All right. So I have considered all of the testimony and evidence, arguments of counsel, applicable case law, and statutes.
Them tattoos crazy.
I have prepared a written sentencing order, which I'll file contemporaneously with the pronouncement of the sentence here today. I also have copies for the state and defense, which I'll hand out.
His ass is crazy as shit.
So in the state of Florida versus Wade Stephen Wilson, case number 19 CF 568.
Boy looked like he wasn't fucking with the fact that he fucked his name up. He looked like he wanted to do something to him. And I think that is him because they said Florida. And I think the new GTA is like in Vice City again or some shit like that. So that's him, I think.
The court will read aloud the portion of the sentencing order related to the sentencing circumstances and proportionality. In evaluating the aggravating and mitigating factors, the court does not engage in a mere counting procedure, but instead makes a reasoned judgment based on the totality of the circumstances. In reaching this decision, the court is mindful that because death is a unique punishment in its finality, its application is reserved only for those cases where the most aggravating and least mitigating circumstances exist. The law never requires the imposition of a death sentence. In this case, the totality of the circumstances indicates the defendant, with premeditation, beat and strangled Christine Melton in her home before...
A female? This is...
stealing her vehicle and driving to meet his girlfriend, Melissa Montanez. After Montanez refused to get into the car with him...
Hold up. Run it back. My fault, y'all was talking on it. We gonna let him play that out, and then I'm gonna react to it. Let's hear the story, because I was confused about that. I said, killer, what do you do?
Before stealing her vehicle, circumstances indicates the defendant, with premeditation, beat and strangled Christine Melton in her home before stealing her vehicle and driving to meet his girlfriend, Melissa Montanez. After Montanez refused to get into the car with him, the defendant battered her in broad daylight. The defendant told law enforcement, when Ms. Montanez managed to flee from the defendant, he fled the scene and drove back to Cape Coral, where he decided that he would murder another person. He saw Diane Ruiz walking to work and pulled over, pretending to ask for directions. She got into the car to provide directions, but the defendant strangled her when she tried to exit. He then drove to an empty lot, strangling her into unconsciousness at least one additional time on the way there. When she tried to flee from the car, he drove over her at least one time, inflicting mortal injuries to her spine, ribs, and neck. The evidence showed that both murders were heinous, atrocious, and cruel, and that the second murder was cold, calculated, and premeditated. The defendant inflicted serious physical and emotional pain to the victims. Moreover, the defendant committed the murders while on probation for prior felony convictions, and he committed 2 first-degree murders contemporaneously with each other and with grand theft of motor vehicle, battery, and burglary of a dwelling.
Okay, come on, we gotta stop right there. I gotta say something, man. Y'all get in close, man. So you went and killed, you went and strangled. This is how you chose to premeditate it and kill these women like that? Look, boy, you was a bitch. Pure, straight up, 100% bitch. Them hoe ass, man, them tattoos ain't about shit, hoe ass boy. I thought you was something. I thought they was gonna say you was something out here for real. You wasn't no fucking problem. You out here killing women. You's a hoe. Hoe ass boy. You trying to get money from GTA. They don't need to pay you shit, bitch. Hoe ass boy. You ain't no joker. Yeah, he's a motherfucking joke, boy. Fuck wrong with you? Strangling women and shit, running women over. What your gay ass on, boy? About to make me mad in this motherfucker, man. You gonna find the easiest target, huh? Weak ass boy. Come on, let's keep it going. You got me a little mad, man. Let's go ahead. Let's continue the video, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I flashed out, man. I apologize, man. Let's keep it going.
There were no statutory mitigating circumstances that were established, but the court considered the non-statutory mitigating circumstances presented by the defendant. Out of 13 enumerated non-statutory mitigating factors, the court found that 10 had been established. Out of those established, 6 were given little weight. The totality of the mitigating circumstances indicates that the defendant suffers from drug use from a young age, along with undiagnosed and untreated mental health issues of some kind. He felt abandoned by his biological parents, but had a devoted adoptive family who raised him in a supportive and loving environment. Defendant did not resist law enforcement when arrested and confessed fully to both murders. The court has further considered giving great weight to the advisory verdict of the jury, who recommended that the death penalty be imposed by a vote of 9-3 on count 1 for the murder of Christine Melton and a vote of 10-2 on count 4 for the murder of Diane Ruiz. The court recognizes that there is no mathematical formula for considering the aggravating and mitigating factors. It is not enough to weigh the number of aggravators against the number of mitigators. The court carefully considered the nature and quality of each aggravator and mitigator. Having reviewed all of the aggravating factors proven beyond a reasonable doubt and all of the mitigating circumstances reasonably established by the evidence, the court finds that the aggravating factors greatly outweigh mitigating circumstances. Given the facts of the case, nothing in defendant's background or mental state would suggest that a death sentence is inappropriate. This court's review of other reported capital cases has led the court to conclude that the death penalty is not disproportionate in this case. Under the totality of the circumstances and evidence, the court finds no basis to override the jury's verdict. The totality of the circumstances warrants that the defendant, Wade Stephen Wilson, be sentenced.
What the hell is this ad?
It is ordered and adjudged that the defendant, Wade Stephen Wilson, be sentenced as follows. Count 1, first-degree murder of Christine Melton. The defendant is hereby sentenced to death. Count 2, grand theft of a motor vehicle. The defendant is sentenced to 5 years imprisonment in the Florida Department of Corrections.
Giving a nigga years with death penalty is crazy work. Damn.
Count 3, battery. The defendant is hereby sentenced to 364 days in the Lee County Jail. Count 4, first-degree murder of Diane Ruiz. The defendant is hereby sentenced to death. Count 5, the burglary of a dwelling.
Death twice is crazy. With 5 years and 300 and something days.
The defendant is hereby sentenced to 15 years imprisonment in the Florida Department of Corrections. Count 6, petty theft. The defendant is hereby sentenced to 364 days in Lee County Jail. The defendant
Hold on. I'm trying not to get lost with it. So I heard, 20 years? And then I heard 364 twice. So that's basically 2 years. So that's 22 years death twice.
Given credit for all time served on this case on all counts. All counts are to run concurrent with each other, meaning at the same time. All statutorily mandated fines, fees, and costs as announced on the record are imposed, and the defendant is committed to the custody of the Department of Corrections for execution of this sentence as provided by law. The defendant is hereby notified that these convictions and sentences are subject to automatic review by the Florida Supreme Court. If he cannot afford an attorney to represent him in any appeal, the court will appoint one for him. Are there any other matters to present to the court?
Briefly, Judge, the state would be seeking $17,500 cost of prosecution.
I'm sorry, how much?
$17,500, Judge.
All right. Any objection?
No, sir.
All right. That will be imposed then. Any other terms or conditions?
Absolutely, Judge. We just want to make sure that Mr. Wilson has absolutely no contact with the victim's family.
There'll be no contact ordered with any of the victim's family members and anything else.
Thank you.
All right.
Judge, I understand he has other cases pending here and elsewhere. Mr. Wilson asked the court, within whatever authority you have, to get him to death row as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, in relation to those other cases, I know we have cases pending here in the circuit. Today is not the day to handle those. I would maybe put those, I could do it as early as September 16th. I believe that's Monday morning.
That's Malcolm's case, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. Malcolm Dowling from Mr. Wade Wilson. September 16th will be fine.
Okay. Well, I think it'd be more appropriate to handle that at a different time. So let's do that September 16th then at 9 a.m. for the other cases, which are case numbers
20 CF 16591 and 23 CF 15499.
Okay. And we have court on the 16th, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, if I may, he also has a VOP warrant out of Broward County, Palm Beach County. I'm going to get in touch with the authorities over there, but if need be, we'll ask the court to...
He fucking cooked. He got the death penalty twice. With 22 years. Sentenced to 22 years. Damn. I don't even know what to say about that.
ROR him on that VOP warrant so he can be taken up to...
Well, that's not a motion in front of me today, but if you're certainly able to file whatever you want to file, and
Yes, sir.
I'll consider it.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Not from the state, Judge.
All right, sir. Then, Mr. Wilson, you will be fingerprinted and remanded to the Sheriff's Department. You'll be held without bond and for transport to the Department of Corrections when it's appropriate. If nothing else, then we're adjourned.
All right, man. Wait. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. Yo, that's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, okay, they ran down like his little history. They saying mental something going on with his mental disability or something shit like that. Not disability, but like he ain't mentally stable type shit all the way, I guess. He tried to pull that card, but what else? They said his parents wasn't there and I guess he ended up having like foster parents type shit. None of that shit makes it acceptable to do what you did. Nothing justified that. You out here strangling 2 women and then running the one woman over. Like, I'm trying to like look at it like the best way to break it all the way down, but there was nothing right about what you did. That shit should have never happened. You was a fucking goofy, clown ass boy. I don't want to say too much, but I already said what I need to say. They did their job. They did what they needed to do. Death penalty times 2, motherfucking plus 22 years. That ass. How's he doing the 22 years after the death penalty? Let's start there. I just want to understand that. But yeah, that's crazy. If he would have never did it, he wouldn't been in this situation, man. Something motherfuckers should think about, man. But I think I said enough. I want to hear what y'all thoughts and opinions. I ain't gonna lie, yo, this shit had me flashing out a little bit, cause like, and now to all people, you just out here strangling women. Like, come on, man, you fuck they life up. Now everybody life gone, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all like the video. Subscribe if you new. And I'm out, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. You know it's gonna be the next one. Peace.